Hi, I'm Chef Cristo Gonzalez, and I'm going to show you how to make some scallops. So we've got some nice big plump scallops here. They've been patted dry. We're going to season them up with some nice seasoned salt. This has a little bit of sage, a little thyme, a little rosemary, a little salt, a little pepper. Gonna make sure we do both sides. Okay, now we're going to then put these scallops into a nice hot pan. So we're going to put these in a hot pan. You want to resist all temptation to move them because we want them to form a crust. There's just a slightest little bit of oil in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and cook them all up. You know when they're ready because they're going to release themselves from the pan. So just avoid the temptation to move them, to turn them, to touch them. We just want to let them sit there until they form a crust on the bottom. You want to just avoid the temptation to move them. It's tempting, but when they're ready, they'll release. We've already made our polenta. We're going to be serving these with polenta. We have a nice creamy herbed polenta that we're going to be serving these scallops with, and they're going to be accompanied with just classic mixed vegetables. As you can see now, they're getting loose, but I still want them to form a crust on the bottom. Okay, we're going to turn them all over now and let them cook on the other side. We're not so interested in the crust on the other side, just this side primarily. You see they're a nice golden brown color. We're going to remove them from the heat. We're going to deglaze the pan here with a little white wine. We've got all these delicious flavors on the bottom of the pan, and we want to use those for a sauce. So we take our white wine, crank up the heat. It might flame up. Do a French thing. It's called mount with butter. We're just putting a little butter in there. It's going to enrich the sauce a little bit, make it a little more tasty. We've got our butter in there. It's going to enrich the sauce, and now we're going to scrape up all the little tasty bits off the bottom of the pan. We're going to let that reduce just a tiny little bit, let the alcohol burn off. We now have our polenta, we have our scallops, and we have our veggies. We're going to put our little plate together. So we're going to put some of this polenta on the plate. Okay, we're going to put some veggies. So we've got our nice colorful veggies on the plate. Now we're going to put some scallops. Now we've got our nice warm herb polenta. Now we have our scallops. Going to get these on here. Now we're going to put a little herb on top. We've got a little mix of the same herbs, the parsley and the oregano that was inside of the polenta. And now we're going to take our pan sauce, spoon that over the top of the scallops, and a little around the edge. And then we're going to finish it off with a few colorful roast peppers. And there you have it. Scallops with herbed polenta and classic mixed vegetables. And that's how to make scallops. I'm Chef Cristo Gonzalez for Demand Media. See you soon. Hey, where's my fork?